First time I went to New York City, as like not an adult, but old enough to like go and venture off on my own a little bit.
The block.
I'm walking around Times Square, got them CDs out there in the corners, you know what I'm saying? Buying CDs, bootleg CDs, my bad. And I grab a couple Papoose albums. And since way back when, the story that I made up, and a lot of people made up back then, was this is the reincarnation of Big L.
Ooh. That's a hell of a compliment, man.
Ooh. And that's what it was. Like that was like the narrative around for a lot of people. And I'm talking to my guy Fred Money. Shout out Fred Money. I was talking to him earlier, and he's like, "Yo, that's crazy," because that's what I felt too.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only other person that, with your style, that you could compare it to, with the bars and just going crazy. And this is from way back when.
Right.
So it's just dope to have you here.
No doubt. It's an honor to be here. I gotta say that.
For sure.
Appreciate that.
You know
so how you feeling?
Yeah. I feel good, man. Like I said, it's a privilege to be here. I did my research. And also when you first said the name, it rang a bell. You know what I mean? Like when you said the name of the show, the Danza Project, it rang a bell. So y'all getting it done. Y'all doing y'all job. You know what I mean? But then I went to look at, like, I said, oh shit, these niggas they active. You know what I'm saying? So definitely honored to be here as well.
Dope. I appreciate that. Last night, VMAs.
Yeah,
Fresh.
man.
Crazy.
Yeah. Man, first and foremost, congratulations to my brother Busta Rhymes, man. You know what I'm saying? Just a legend in the game, man.
Visionary.
Golden opportunity, man, to share the stage with him. Everybody on that stage, Glorilla, Jordan Lucas, you know what I'm saying? My brother Spliff Star. Busta Rhymes is just one of those guys, man. He never hesitates to give nobody their flowers, man.
Absolutely.
And I actually got a record coming out September 12th featuring Busta Rhymes.
Hello.
And Khadijah, you know what I'm saying? So it just was the perfect time. And man, he gave me that call, you know what I mean? And he brought me out at the VMAs, man. We shook the ground up, man.
I think you made a caption. It said, last time I got a call from Busta, there was $1 million contract behind that.
That's a fact.
You know, so just as a memento to how important he was into your career, I'm sure it was an honor to see him get that award last night, the Visionary Award.
Definitely, man.
To be there to honor and perform is like, we all here, you know?
Yeah, man. Seeing him get that award and seeing him get his flowers, because Busta is a guy, if y'all ever met Busta, anybody met Busta before?
Yeah.
Okay. Busta is a guy who, he never hesitates to give nobody their flowers. He don't care where you at. I curse on here, right?
Yeah.
He don't give a where you at, who you in front of. Like, you know, in the industry, a lot of dudes don't like to give it up. You know what I'm saying? Pause. If they see a dude, pause. You know what I'm saying? If they see a dude, just see somebody who's good at what they do, they hesitate to give them their flowers. But Busta not one of them guys. He'll always stop anywhere. If he respect your craft, he'll tell you that in front of whomever. You know what I'm saying? So to see him get his flowers is just a privilege, man. Real happy for him, man. Great energy, family, man. You know what I'm saying? He walking the carpet with his kids. Like the way he moving is just priceless, man. So the fact that he even gave me the opportunity to share that VMA stage is something else you don't see happen in the music business. Cats don't like to share their limelight with nobody. But that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than music. And like you said, man, just happy to see him, you know what I'm saying, get what he deserved. Straight up and down.
Yeah, they asked you about his career.
Yeah.
And they asked you to summarize it in Papoose, like exactly like you would think that Papoose would do it. He did it. And then you brought it full circle. You brought the cipher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to my brother Torre. You know what I'm saying? He actually got a show on Rock the Bells along with myself. And he asked me, I think he asked me, like, what does Busta Rhymes mean to hip hop? And that shit just hit me like, damn, that nigga asked me some shit like that. Busta Rhymes, like,
the OG.
You know, sometimes we take people for granted until they pass away. But if you really take a second to just stop and you'll say, damn, this nigga Busta been doing this shit since I could remember even being in it. Consistently, since I was a kid, I remember Busta Rhymes busting niggas, destroying on records. Let me be pausely correct. You know what I'm saying? This shit is rampant out here now. I remember Busta going crazy on tracks, killing shit, dominating, and it's like whatever you want to talk about, he got it covered. You want to talk hit records? Because you know they like to discredit certain artists. You want to talk hit records? He got that covered. You want to talk lyrics? He got that covered. You want to talk success? He got it covered. Whatever you want to do.
Features, everything.
Features, you know what I'm saying?
Even if you wanted to battle him on wax, when Busta Rhymes came with them records talking shit, he was talking that shit.
Yeah, you might not even want to do that.
Yeah.
You might not even want to do a feature with him and know how to write verse. Right. Might kill you, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to explain it how I see it, man. And you know, I know Bus personally, so when I see him with all of his children, man, on the red carpet, I know what that journey was like for him to get it right like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes life is challenging, so just to see him doing that, man, he always smiling, he looking great. Pause, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you're right though.
It's a blessing to see it, man.
Yeah, all the way from. I remember coming home from school watching him climbing over cars in the Give Me Some More video to Family Man, Established, OG, and it's 2025. Go ahead.
Yo, bro, man, let me tell you something. A lot of cats, man, like I said, we take some of our legends for granted. You know what I mean? And I'm a dude who always say my top 5 don't change. But I'm going to say this right now on the Denzel Project. Busta Rhymes is in my top 5, man.
Okay.
Now. You know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes just made it to my top 5, bro. Real talk.
He deserves it.
He deserves it, bro.
I was having this conversation not too long ago about a top 5 when we had Orlando Brown up here. And I was saying there's certain New York artists that, you know, a lot of times people debate. But the one thing is you got to respect somebody else's opinion, right?
Right.
And some people, some names that get brought up is just like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? And I was talking about Fabulous and how he's got all those records. And if somebody brought up, like, because, you know, people are going to debate their top 5s all the time. If somebody brought his name up, you got to respect it. Busta Rhymes, if somebody brings his name up, you got to respect it. Whether you think like he's not in your personal top 5, there's a debate to be had. Yeah. Especially if you start putting those records up and start showing, like, look, what about this record? And what about this record? Because you might have forgot some shit.
I mean, I was saying before
it's so much
that I mean, the way Busta performed, hands down, he's probably the best solo performer in hip hop.
Oh yeah, that's not even up for discussion.
Yeah.
I forgot to name that just now when I was going through my list. You don't even want to talk about that. You know, who's going to debate that?
I was telling him a story one time that Busta, I seen him perform with like a child on his shoulders for like 3 songs. Hype up, jumping up and down until his parents came and got him off the stage.
Oh yeah, because you said that his parents were missing and they left the kid alone.
Yeah, the kid got lost.
He took the kid up on stage.
He got lost in the crowd. He came up to the stage, and Busta was like, "Well, you go rock with me until your parents find you. Anybody looking for him, come find him on stage." He was crying at first. He put him on his shoulders, and then like hype Busta songs, jumping up and down. 2 songs in, kid smiling. His parents came on stage, and then like it was a big moment, and that's something that only Busta Rhymes could have did.
That's how Bus is, man.
And shout out to Spliff Star, of course.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Spliff,
you know
man.
Rocking.
Come on, bro.
Come on.
Every Batman need a motherfucking Spliff Star, Robin. You know what I'm saying? That's, me, we were just talking about that earlier. You know what I'm saying? Me and the champ, me and my lady was just talking about what Spliff Star is to Busta Rhymes, man. That shit is crazy, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You see Busta on that stage, and I don't know if it'd look that crazy without Spliff. You know what I mean?
One of the top 5s I like to do is like top 5 hype men, because there's very few hype men anymore, and like Spliff Star is probably like, if not number 1, maybe number 2. Then you got like Flavor Flav. Then you got
Tony Yayo.
He'll
be on that list. They'll put him on that list. I know it.
Shout out to Yayo. You know what's crazy? Spliff is even more than that. I was just with him the other night. He was playing some joints. Spliff got some music. Believe it or not, he got some joints. I'm like, yo, Spliff, you gotta put some of this out. And he got like crazy ideas and shit, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Spliff.
Yeah, you can't be around Busta Rhymes for that long and not get some of that sauce. Because I seen him get flowers to some people, and it's just like he it's not like he's just giving you flowers, he's breathing life into you.
There you go.
You know what I mean? He's telling you that you're not just a regular person, you're a king.
I see you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when he does that, and when the other people around you, even in the room, hear the way he speaks, like I saw the speech that he gave to Conway the Machine, and it was just so powerful that you feel like it's a sermon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like something else. Yeah.
It's like
he's really breathing life into you. So when
but
he's
you know,
different.
some people, they might see somebody they admire and they won't even say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to give you. I ain't saying nothing. Him.
Also true. Yeah.
Busta's not like that. He gonna, you know what I mean? He gonna give you your props.
I've seen where the room stops. You know, they'd be outside a building, traffic, people pushing and shoving, and it's like, hold on, King, love.
I'm telling you,
like, and everything is. I don't got nowhere else to be but right here. Keep talking, but like, hey, man,
you could never call him a hater or none of that shit, man. We seen him last night, amazing. And he stopped the whole club, like, Pap, you and your lady came on that red carpet looking like heaven. Come on. Y'all had that blue on.
Come on. By the way, shout out to the GWOAT.
No doubt.
By the way, in the building.
Word, Bus always show love, man. That's my guy, man.
Even last night when he was getting his award, he took time out to shout out Ananda Lewis. Like he was getting his award.
Man.
Another self-love moment.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's just who he is. So speaking of you, Pap, I like to give the world an opportunity for all the people that haven't gotten to know you, if they haven't somehow, to know where you come from and your upbringing and what it was like in the house of Papoose.
Oh man, I grew up in my household. We struggled, you know what I mean, but we had family and we had each other, regardless of what. So even though we was poor, we didn't know we was poor. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody in the neighborhood was poor. So it really wasn't about a dollar. It was all about family. Family is everything. You know what I mean? That was one of the things that I learned at a young age. You know, my pops went to work every day. My mother took care of us. You know what I'm saying? She made sure we went to school. And if we got out of line, we got checked. You know what I mean? I don't know no other way to describe it. I grew up in Bedford-Stuyvesant in Brooklyn, basically on the borderline of Bed-Stuy and Brownsville. So my hood is it's awkward. It's a wild hood, but I don't even know what to call it because it's right there between the Stuy and the Ville. You know what I'm saying? So I lived in Bed-Stuy, but I went to school in Brownsville. So yeah, man, we grew up, like I said, but I come from a very big family. So my grandmother had 17 kids. And my mother is one of those, and my mother's actually an identical twin. Very beautiful. Her and my Aunt Eileen, very beautiful. And they raised us, man. Morals, values, and principles was everything. You know what I mean? You had to have respect. I came from a very big family, man. Having 17 aunts and uncles, that gave me a lot of cousins. At a young age, I had probably 90 cousins, you know what I'm saying? Spread out through New York City, you know what I mean? And I love to go to my cousin's house on the weekend. So we would go over there and we came up how we came up. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, I can't say it enough. Family was everything. I was taught that at a very young age, man.
Yeah, and when you made it, you had 180 cousins.
Oh yeah, when I made it, my enemies became my friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dudes I used to beef with and have wars with, they was with me. Like,
Remember that one time you whooped my ass? Yeah, word.
It was crazy. It was crazy. So when you see me moving around with 50 dudes, you know what I'm saying, going to a show or whatever. That's what it was. It was the whole hood. They was excited to see me make it. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Just to take it back a little bit, you know, when I was born, when I came home, when they brought me home from the hospital, my grandmother gave me the name Papoose. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was a newborn baby. And, you know, I thought that was my real name to the point where when I went to school and they was teaching me how to write my name, I was so confused. I was like, yo, my name not Papoose, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what my whole family was calling me, you know, and shit like that. Yeah. So when I came into the music business, I wanted to keep that name because she passed away from cancer, you know what I'm saying?
Did she tell you where she got that from originally?
Well, basically, instead of saying baby, the Indians say Papoose. So she was like, oh, he look like a little Indian baby, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We're going to call him Papoose. And I just wanted to keep that name to represent her, man. You know, a lot of people, when they become an artist, they change their name, they make like a fictitious name or whatever, or the name that fits them, whatever.
Right.
But I wanted to keep that name, you know what I mean, to represent her.
That's dope.
It's funny you said that. I thought that was my name, Fair Trade, because I always thought my grandma's name was Grandma. On a serious note, until one day my teacher asked me where you guys from, and I didn't have an answer. It was Miami. And so I went home and asked my parents. I said, "What is Grandma's name?
Wow.
What is Grandpa's name, and why is that the last name, and so on?" So it's crazy what names can mean.
I remember being confused, man, when he was teaching me my name. And I was like, "What? What's this?"
That's the definition of a true nickname. They say one that's awarded to you or gifted to you, not one that you just select.
No, that's a fact, man. But yeah, like I said, man, we grew up, man. And
was this a two-parent household?
Yeah.
Where did the artistry come from? You get it from mom, pops, grandma?
Man, I gotta go way back, man. My story is long, man. I remember, so I was more close to my mom's side of the family. You know what I'm saying? I seen them more, but when my pops took me to his side of the family, one of my cousins was just telling me about the cousins on that side. He was like, "Yo, cousin, such and such, he's a rapper." And I was like, "A rapper? What do you mean?" I mean, I'm real young. And he was like, "Yeah, he raps," and he actually recited some of his verses. He knew his verses. And he was like, this cousin is a break dancer." I was like, "What's that?" He said, "Yo, he puts on windbreaker jackets and spins around on cardboards." He was like, "Yo, this move is called the windmill. This is called the handspin." Like, he was telling me all of the moves, and I'm hearing this shit, and I'm like, wow, I'm like glued to what he's telling me. This cousin is a DJ. Like, everybody did something different. So when he told me the raps, I was like, damn. And when I went back home, I was like, God damn, I'm gonna try to make me a rap. You know what I'm saying? First, I took some of the raps that he was reciting. I remembered them, and I'm like, okay, this shit is crazy. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna try to write my own. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I made my own joint. I was in school, and they was like rapping in school, and I made my rap. I came back to school the next day, and I set my little verse. I had some little whack line in there. Hans couldn't catch up, some shit like that. And they was like, oh! In that moment, I was like, yo, this is what I want to do with my life, man. You know what I'm saying?
Did you have the voice back then? Because you have like a real unique voice. Like was that always part of it? Did you have to learn how to like speak up? And
yeah, I used to rap real fast back then. You know what I'm saying? And like, I always put my all into it.
Right.
So I'll just be standing there like you know what I'm saying? Like, I came from the heart with it. Right, and when I seen that reaction, I was like, oh yeah, man, this is what I want to do. So I just started trying to get better and better. And a friend of the family came to my crib, and he had a cassette tape. He put it in the tape deck, and I was just listening to it. I was like, oh, this is crazy. It was Long Live the King. And he just kept playing the song. I was like, oh, this shit is crazy. Like, this dude is...
I gotta be like this.
I'm like, I gotta step my game up. So he went to the bathroom. He came back and shit. He was like, yo, anybody see my tape? I was like, no.
I think it was...
I was like, I ain't see it. You know what I'm saying? And then he kept looking for it. He left. Man, I must have listened to that tape every day, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I kept listening to that shit. And I think hip hop itself, because hip hop is something you live, rap is something you do. Hip hop itself made me want to be a part of it, but I think Kane made me want to be nice. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I gotta step it up. You know what I'm saying? So also around that time, I had learned that they said Malcolm X, when he was incarcerated, he read the entire dictionary. So I was like, you know what? I want to try that.
Get some words.
So I went and got I'll never forget it. It was a Webster's Third World College Edition dictionary. I'm a little ass kid reading this shit. And I read the whole dictionary. In the process of writing it, I came up with the idea for Alphabetical Slaughter.
Yeah.
I started writing that. So that's why when people talk about that nowadays, I be like, yo, I wrote that when I was a kid.
Damn.
And they still to this day talk about it. You know
and you did A to Z and Z to A, right?
Yeah, I came back. I was like, yo, I want to do it backwards. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then I was like, yo, I want to do it in Spanish. My man was like, you wildin'.
I mean, it's still talked, but hey, let's not blaze over that. It's still talked about for a reason, like, and still yet to be trumped or bested, in my opinion. I don't.
Thank you.
I don't think anybody's done it, and if they did, they'd be bashed for it anyways, unless they really, really added some kind of twist or something crazy, which hasn't happened yet. So,
well, it was like. First, I only had it like from A to C. I had like 3 letters, and that shit was crazy alone. So what I used to do is, you know, back then we used to have what you call ciphers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you go in the cipher. And
they don't have them anymore?
Don't feel like it,
man. What the hell they do, man? Like, you used to be, bro, I can run into you. You rap, word? Yeah. Instantly, nothing to talk about. Let's go.
Right.
So back then, we used to have ciphers, and then also we used to battle too. But what I used to do was, speaking of Alphabetical Slaughter, we would battle, and if he kept going, if he had raps, I would do the Alphabetical Slaughter, and battle would be over. They'd be like, it's over. It's
Send everybody home.
So that shit was like my secret weapon, you know what I'm saying?
Move right there.
And then when I started like getting in the studio and doing music, I was like, yo, I gotta finish this, and I actually completed it. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, because you could have dropped that in parts.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Still be crazy. We just but dropping it just because that's what I'm learning in this podcast game, right? Like you give them the full interview, a lot of people are gonna miss a lot of this shit. If you break it up into parts where people could consume 10, 20-minute parts, get the way that record was, you would have dropped that in parts with a video.
That would have been smart.
Yeah,
you right. But I ain't gonna lie, that was gold for me, man. Like. It don't matter where I go in the world, on the planet.
Somebody go.
There's 2 tracks they always mention: Alphabetical Slaughter or Law Library. Right. I could be in Russia, Europe.
It's crazy
Africa.
how they be knowing.
Yo, it's bro. If you go to Africa with me, you would be like, what the?
That's so far.
Like I was like, what the?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. It's crazy, bro. It's amazing how places you've never been physically, you can have so much love, man, just through music.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like when cats talk down on hip hop, because hip hop changed our lives, man.
It's worldwide.
You know what I'm saying? It's a real thing, man.
Even this industry right here, doing interviews.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the primary influence, right? Like a lot of these podcasts and podcasters, you see a lot of there's some sort of hip hop involved in all of it. Right. You'll have Snoop Dogg at Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter where you go. Trump is in the hip hop game. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the hip hop game before Trump ever ran for election.
Yeah.
Everybody had a Donald Trump bar in there. You
That's
know
a
what
fact. Hip hop, man. Even if you look at the most rich entertainers, you know, it started with hip hop, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they were smart enough to use it as a stepping stool to grow, man. So, you know, I always like to, you know, it might sound how it sound, but like preserve the culture, man, and respect the culture, respect hip hop. Yeah. You know, sometimes we get a bad rap. You know what I mean?